Good morning, and thank you, Maurizio, for agreeing to this interview with Real Asset Media. First, I wanted to ask you a general question. I think it is safe to say that it has not been a good start for the year, for the world, for the economy, and all for real estate market. Do you think that it's time for a V-shaped recovery, as some say, or a pickup later in the year that would allow the end of the year to be?
Well, I believe it's too early to say what kind of shape the recovery will take. There were discussions about a V-shaped recovery. Sometimes now we are thinking more about maybe kind of a U recovery. There is a lot of uncertainty. And for sure, what is very, very important is that both central banks and governments were very proactive. They actually started, acting from the real beginning. And this is a major difference when we compare this crisis to the crisis in 2008, where there was a huge delay in answering, let's say, to the crisis. So with the Fed, the European Central Bank, and not only that, the Bank of England, all of them they were quite fast in injecting liquidity into the system. And governments are getting better as well. We got the news of a major agreement also within the European Union, and also the US. Different countries are reacting. So what we know is, even if we're not exactly certain about the timing, we know that there will be a recovery. Now, the good news is for the property markets is that when we compare them to the situation in the previous crisis, fundamentals in general are much better. So there is, and we are not actually underestimating risk of this crisis, but we also have to stress that there are some positives, and eventually, when the fundamentals get back into shape, investment will recover for sure, because investors just wait for the market to turn to come back en masse. Now, the thing is that I think in 2020, of course, we will see a reduction in the volumes of investment and possibly some repricing. I'm quite optimistic that in 2021, so next year, we should go back to normality. Of course, this is contingent on the fact that we need consistent good news on the health, on the sanitary front. That's very, very important, as we know.
Maurizio, thank you so much for sharing your insights with Real Asset Media today. Thank you.